Hey guys, HDvee here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we've got some big news to go over for Pokemon Legends ZA. They accidentally revealed something already that I'm pretty sure they shouldn't have. We also have some new general updates to go over Pokemon Home, Scarlet and Violet. We also have a really big theory on how this new game could be set in the future. There's a lot of stuff to break down and get into today. So if you're excited for the video, as always, make sure to drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes. It really helps out. Leave a comment with your thoughts on anything we cover in today's video. Subscribe if you're brand new for daily Pokemon content. Ring the notification bell. With all of that out of the way though, let's get into the video and I really hope that you enjoy. So, starting things off, let's go over some general updates before we get into the Pokemon Legends ZA portion of the video. So a quick update regarding Pokemon Home. This was tweeted out by PokeExperto, and on March the 6th, which is the Wednesday, next Wednesday coming up, Pokemon Home will have a new scheduled maintenance. A new version of the application is expected at the end of the maintenance. The new version will not be compatible with devices using Android 7. So, yeah, just basically some new Pokemon Home maintenance. I don't think they will drop anything in this that can be data mined and stuff. Always the possibility, but obviously very unlikely. But, you know, March the 6th, we'll keep an eye out in case there is anything in there about any potential hints towards the next Pokemon game. But yeah, very unlikely. But either way, that's happening. Moving on, we have a bunch of updates happening in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet this weekend. So the first one is about Regulation Set F. So Cerebi update, the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Ranked Battle Season 16 has begun. This is the third season to run Regulation F rules. Runs until March the 31st at 23:59 UTC. So yeah, this is this month's of Pokemon competitive battling, Regulation F. Third kind of set of whatever, Season 16, all that good stuff. If you are into competitive battling, this is now live. Moving on, we also have the Global Challenge that is now live as well. So Cerebi update, battles have begun for the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Global Challenge 2024 2 online competition. Battles run from the 1st of March to the 3rd of March. Remember, if you take part in this, you do 3 battles, you get like 100,000 league points, you get like a bottle cap and maybe an ability patch or something like that. But yeah, there's some pretty cool rewards for doing this. Again, you don't have to win 3 battles. You just have to take part in 3 battles, win or lose. You can't just enter the battle and then quit. You actually have to play through the whole battle. Again, if you just want to get through this quick, you just go in with like 4 terrible mons and then you just sorted. You can just easily lose. Boom, and then you get these rewards when they do go live. But yeah, that is now available if you did sign up for that. We also have this new update as well regarding Pokemon Go. So this was just revealed in the episode for the Pokemon anime today. So we have Cerebi here tweeting out saying, Cerebi update, next week's episode of the anime in Japan, which is of course next Friday, is going to feature a special gift from Pokemon Go, as well as a brief appearance from Professor Willow. Currently, the gift is unknown. So, yeah, I'm assuming it's just going to be something regarding Captain Pikachu, I'm assuming anyway, or something like that. Something to do with the anime. It might be like a Sprigatito or something. But yeah, looks like you're going to be getting something in Pokemon Go. Maybe something in the main games as well. Very unlikely. But yeah, something revolving Pokemon Go around the anime. I don't know why they're kind of like combining the two so much lately, but it is what it is. That is something that's happening next Friday. We also have this as well, which is also really interesting. It's kind of just copium at this point, but I mean, I know it is the 25th anniversary of Johto, so that could be why they're just dropping all of this Johto stuff, but at the end of the day, like, they are going like full force with the Johto representation. So we have Cerebi here tweeting out saying, Cerebi update, Pokemon Center Tokyo Bay is to reopen on the 12th of April with new theming that includes Ampharos and Marill. Like, Marill I kind of get, but Ampharos is such a random Pokemon to just drop. And obviously these are both Generation 2 Pokemon as well. And I know, like I say, it is the 25th anniversary of Johto this year. But with all the stuff we got in the presents, like the unknowns at the start and the end of the present, we obviously had Silver and Tyranitar in Masters, we had Raikou in Pokemon Sleep, and now we're getting like more Johto representation. Like, does that mean that we could still potentially be getting some sort of Johto game this year as like a faithful remake? I still think it's definitely on the cards. Like, I can't see us getting absolutely nothing this year. Like, the only new Pokemon thing that we are getting this year so far is Pokemon Pocket, which I just cannot see happening as the only thing. Because, like, when they usually drop something around November time, like, that is a massive money maker month, because obviously Christmas is coming up and everything like that. For them to drop absolutely nothing in that time is just absolutely ridiculous. And I'm going to make a video going over this more, because there's a lot of like reasoning as to why we are going to get something else this year, whether it is Gen 2 or Gen 5. There's a lot of hints still pointing towards it. It's just also interesting that they are still dropping like these Johto things as well. Like, it's just such a random mon to use. Like, Ampharos is so random. But anyway, just wanted to quickly go over that. Moving on though, we do have some big updates to take a look at for Pokemon Legends ZA. So this is what we're going to be starting off with. So we have Kalos here tweeting out saying Pokemon Legends Z Alpha confirmed by Nintendo. Z for Zygarde, but what is the Alpha for? So yeah, a lot of people were wondering what like the A was going to be for Pokemon Legends ZA, and it apparently is standing for Alpha. So it's Pokemon Legends Z Alpha, and it was actually accidentally revealed by Nintendo themselves in the tags of a YouTube video. You can see here it does say Pokemon Z Alpha. So that is what the A is revolving around. It's just, what does Alpha mean? Now, I personally think it's going to be a different legendary. I don't think it's going to be a legendary called Alpha, unless we get in like an Alpha form of Zygarde, which, of course, Alpha Pokemon are like much bigger forms of the Pokemon in Legends. You know, they are an actual kind of staple of the Legends games, but we already have 100% Zygarde, and I would say that is kind of like an Alpha form. So maybe we just get like a completely different form of Zygarde altogether. I don't think we need another form of Zygarde. Like, we already have so many forms already. I could personally see like a new form of Xerneas or Yveltal or something instead, or a completely brand new Pokemon. But at the same time, like, Alpha is surely like gonna play a big part in this game, because it's literally in the title and that's what it stands for. But I think they accidentally revealed that. I don't think they were supposed to reveal that yet, that it was Pokemon Legends Z Alpha. So Alpha is all we've really got to work on. And yeah, I think it's going to be linked to like either an Alpha form of Zygarde, which is like 150% or a 200% form, or it's going to be like Alpha forms of Xerneas and Yveltal, or it's just going to be like a completely different legendary altogether. But very interesting that they like accidentally revealed that. So yeah, we'll have to keep an eye out for something like that. But either way, that's that. Moving on, we also have some really cool concept art to go over from Henry. So hi everyone, here's a concept I made for what the gameplay of Pokemon Legends ZA could look like. Not much to work off of, but I tried to go for a cyberpunk aesthetic. So this is like a very futuristic version of the city, if it was going to be the case. Looks really good. Has obviously your Pokemon here in the bottom right. I like how they used Eternal Floette. Got like your missions and stuff coming up here in the top right. But yeah, like we still don't know really if you're going to be able to go to like a future version of Lumiose in this game. I think there is going to be a lot of time travel in this game. I think you are going to be able to like go back and forth, because as I say, it's just all located in one city. And apart from the Catacombs, there's not really much else to do. Like, there's not really any other places to go if the Catacombs are in the game. Obviously, you can go in the sky and stuff, and I'm expecting to be sky battles, and there's probably going to be, like, not biomes, but, like, kind of on the outer reach of the city, there's probably going to be, like, a lot of wild Pokemon, which is where we go and, like, battle them and stuff like that. But, yeah, I think a future version of it is also going to be potentially on the cards. And, yeah, I mean, I don't think it's going to look like this, personally. I mean, it looks really good. I think we'll still have like the normal Legends kind of vibe and theme and stuff, but this could be what it, you know, the futuristic version of the kind of city, what it could look like, because they kind of went over like how they designed it and stuff like that. So I think it's absolutely insane. It looks so good. How people can make this already is just mind-blowing. Like, there's so many talented people on the internet. It's crazy. But yeah, massive shout out to Henry for this. But yeah, it looks really good. And I mean, I would love to see it look like this. I don't think it will, but I would love to see it look like this. I mean, this is a game that I could easily see on the Switch too as well, like 100%. But what are your thoughts on this, though? Would you like the game to look like this, or do you want it to keep, like, the proper Legends kind of vibe and everything like that? Anyway, moving on, we have this massive post here from Mercedes Mons, and they have also carried on the kind of idea of the whole futuristic thing and how Pokemon Legends ZA could actually be set in the future and not in the past. And this is like a really good theory as well. Like, they've put a lot of time and effort into this. So massive shout out to Morty. I hope I'm saying the name right. Mortisized Mons. But either way, they tweeted out saying, "I found major hints that Pokemon Legends ZA is set in the future. Morville City in Hoenn is Violet City in French." So that's already a big, like, kind of, I guess, hint, because what we just had, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, Morville City in Hoenn is Violet City in French. Obviously, Kalos, French. And as well as that, Morville was part of Auraz, which was another one of the Gen 6 games. So it kind of all already relates to each other from that. So Violet equals future. and MC Marvel City underwent a redevelopment plan in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. So yeah, if you haven't played the original Ruby and Sapphire game, Morville looks completely different in ORAS than it does in Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire, and that's because in ORAS it went through a redevelopment plan, and what is happening in Pokemon Legends ZA, a redevelopment plan of Lumiose City, featuring an indoor complex modeled after Lumiose City as well, so that's another big connection, and utilizing infinity energy as a new power source. So let's go over this big old kind of theory here. So yeah, massive shout out to this person as well, because this is some crazy connections already. Like, these are the kind of theories you expect to see, but not this quickly. Like, this is so well put together. Anyway, so we have Morville, obviously the French name of Violet City. The city's French name, Lavandia, is the same as the German name of Lambda Town. So obviously this is, it's got the arrows as well, kind of linking everything. So this is obviously linked to Violet, stuff like that, obviously. And then we also have this being linked to this. So this is what Morville looks like, obviously, in ORAS, and this is like the Lumiose Tower and stuff. But we do have, in Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, Morville City redevelopment, an initiative that is said to have been abandoned in Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, has been completed, and the town was transformed into a large indoor complex modeled after Lumiose City. Morville City stands as Greater Morville Holdings' only successful project. The chief executive of Greater Morville Holdings is not identified, though Watson is known to have been a project leader in the company. So obviously this is the kind of comparison between Morville and like Lumiose City and stuff like that. Also says Watson is the gym leader and founder of Morville. In Generation 3, he originally had plans to do a complete overhaul of the town, but abandoned them. In Generation 6, Watson instead managed to redevelop it, modeling the design on that of Lumiose City of Kalos. Due to this, its layout has changed dramatically, becoming a mostly indoor city with various shops and 3 floors. The redevelopment of Morville is the only successful project of Greater Morville Holdings. And then we also have this as well, which obviously is Morville, stuff like that, just a better kind of bird's eye view of it. And we also have the Quasar symbol as well, which is obviously infinity energy. And how does that link to it? Well, in Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, including the trainers and the food court, Morville has a total of population of 148, making it the largest city in Hoenn and the 5th largest city in the Pokemon world, following Mesagoza, Lumiose, Winden, and Nimbasa, and preceding Castelia. So again, more linkings to how they like are all alike and stuff like that, and how it was based off of this city. So then we go back up to here. So we have the map of the Paris Catacombs. So this is actually what it looks like under Paris. Like, this is the actual map. There's like miles and miles and miles of the Catacombs. And then we also have New Morville here. So it was thought it was planned to be a subterranean city extending 69 floors underground. This project died in development. Below Morville City, access from Route 110. So that could be like what they're originally going to do with Morville, but that is obviously what they could have done with Lumiose City. So we then have this bit here where it says, failed New Morville, a power plant slated to be expanded into a massive underground city, was shut down after it was found that wild Pokemon had begun using it as a habitat. So that could be exactly what happens in Lumiose, and that is what, you know, so like that is how they could involve Legends Arceus kind of battle system into this game. Like, maybe we go into the Catacombs and it's, you know, these Pokemon have started using it as a habitat, and maybe, you know, they hate humans and stuff, and maybe that's why they attack you. Because obviously in Legends Arceus, Pokemon attack you. So maybe, yeah, in the Catacombs, they don't like humans, so they start attacking you, and that's why they're trying to redevelop the city so Pokemon and people can live in harmony, so they stop attacking you. You know, that could be another thing that they do. This subsequently led to the closure of C Morville, which also became a Pokemon habitat, and the dissolution of the entire company. So in Pokemon Mega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, Morville City's redevelopment, an initiative said to have been abandoned in Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, has been completed, and the town was transformed into a large indoor complex modeled after Lumiose City. Morville City stands as Greater Morville Holdings' only successful project. Wait, I think we've already read that bit. I think they accidentally put that twice. And then we go over to this bit here, carrying on with the Catacombs stuff. Was a company based in Hoenn. It was involved in the construction of Morville City, New Morville, and C Morville. Many years after the company's demise, few remember anything of it beyond the name of Morville, which remains associated with each of its chief projects. So the company had ambitious plans that included urban redevelopment, which is of course all about Lumiose City, the creation of infinity energy as a new energy source, and the extraction of deep sea natural resources. But its ventures ultimately failed. New Morville, a power plant slated to be expanded into a massive underground city, was shut down after it was found that wild Pokemon obviously had started using it as habitat and stuff like that. So yeah, obviously, like, this could be the whole Lumiose City thing. It could be linked to this whole greater Morville Holdings kind of initiative and stuff, and like that could be one of the things that they have developed for like Lumiose and stuff. Like, they already do it in Auras, like they use it to develop it after Lumiose City. So, you know, that is why it could be kind of linked and everything like that. And don't forget the now closed power plant, New Morville, which was 60 plus subterranean floors, ended up closing due to Pokemon making habitats on the lower levels. So much to dig into. And what a great discovery. This is how we will catch Pokemon in Legends Arceus. So, Legends ZA. So, yeah, that's literally saying that, you know, the Catacombs are... So the city basically is going to be where all the people are and stuff. And, you know, that's where you can... That's going to be like your hub. And that's going to be where you that's going to be where, like, Pokemon live in harmony with people. And they're just kind of develop it around that. Because obviously in the city, we've already seen Pokemon there. But when you go into the Catacombs... There's going to be like different levels and stuff, and you kind of like go deeper and deeper and deeper, and the Pokemon get stronger and stronger, and that is very much a way they could actually bring it into it, and that's why Pokemon could be so like more likely to attack you and stuff, just like they do in Legends Arceus, because they don't like humans and stuff. So yeah, I think that's definitely the way that they very well could do it. I feel like they have to include the Catacombs in some way, shape, or form, just simply because it's such a big part of Paris, and it's just a way they can, like I say, just develop it all and just make it look like really, really good. Anyway, moving on, we also have this post here from Soul Silverart saying this is translated, but apparently the info comes from Nintendo, confirmed entirely set in Lumiose City, and obviously what makes Legends game is the genre gameplay. It was always going to be like Pokemon Legends Arceus. However, they mentioned Pokemon Legends ZA takes place in the Kalos region, so it's probably not named something else like HDvee was. So the fact that they still kind of call it the Kalos region would be that, if it is set in the past, then it's not going to be set very far in the past, just simply because they would have changed the name of the region. So it's nowhere near as like set back in time as HDvee was, because obviously that was just completely called a completely different region. But that's another reason as to why it could be set in the future. You know, the fact that it's still called Kalos, because, you know, obviously they're not going to change the name in the future if it's already called Kalos. So yeah, I think the fact that they still call it Kalos means that it's not set that far in the past, or it's either set in the future. So it's not going to be like thousands and thousands and thousands or whatever years in the past. And then I want to finish off today's video with this as well. This is Soul Silverart saying there was a plethora of hints to Kalos in Pokemon Legends Arceus and Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. We just weren't looking for it, but this was just one that gave it all away. Why was AZ's Floette sprite here and updated? Why was its move updated? So they had been updating AZ's Floette continuously through these like Pokemon Home updates and stuff like that. I was perplexed. There were all Mega Sprites updated, but not a single Gigantamax. Why was Perfect Zygarde updated? So they were updating all the Megas right in front of us. They were updating AZ's Floette, everything like that. They weren't updating Gigantamaxes. Truly, there was no way for us to have guessed this. The Eternal Flower Floette was cut from the original game, like Pokemon Z, and it seemed like it was never going to happen. Everyone just thought maybe it would be reworked into a Paradox and that Megas wouldn't return until at least Generation 10. Again, I don't think they'll be in Gen 10. I think it'll just be a different gimmick completely. I think the only time we're going to see Mega Evolutions now is in kind of remakes of Kalos, or maybe remakes of Gen 3 and stuff like that. Disappointed myself for thinking this way, so you better believe that the day we see Gigantamaxes hidden in the code, I'm not going to doubt about what it means. So yeah, just very interesting that they just kept updating it. Like, it was right in front of us this whole time. All the Megas constantly getting updated in Home. Gigantamax is not getting updated. But yeah, it just goes to show that like this is how kind of far in advance Pokemon are planning like the next games and stuff like that. But anyway, that is going to be everything for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please do consider hitting the like button down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes. It does really, really help out. Leave a comment with your thoughts on anything we covered in today's video. Obviously, these are all the updates and stuff. Make sure to do those if you're bothered about battling and everything like that. What are your thoughts on the whole Z Alpha thing? Do you think it is just going to be related to Alpha Pokemon or Alpha forms or something like that related to the Legendaries? Let me know your thoughts on this concept art, and also this massive theory about how the Catacombs are going to be how we actually catch Pokemon and stuff in Legends ZA. And then also let me know your thoughts on these two things as well. But yeah, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you're brand new. Ring the notification bell. Have a fantastic rest of your day. And until next time, peace.